are steady, but margins have contracted quite significantly. Growth this quarter continues to be led by the chemical segment, but the pharma business has remained weak for the company. Sanjay Chaturvedi, who is the CEO of IOL Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals, joins us now to talk about that. Mr. Chaturvedi, good morning and thanks for being with us. I wanted to understand what exactly is happening with respect to the pharma business. There has been a bit of a slowdown there. In fact, in Q1, your revenues for the pharma business have fallen over 30%. What seems to be the problem and what is the expectation over the next few quarters?
Okay. On the pharma side, our revenues are down primarily because of loss in exports. What happened last year was there was a lot of overstocking by our customers, and that demand continues to be soft. On top of that, the pricing has fallen a little bit, and if you've been noticing what's going on in the freight rates, because of the freight rates going up 2x 3x over the last 6 months or so, a lot of customers are deferring their orders. So our order book continues to be strong, but customers are essentially delaying the offtake. So the entire contraction that you see on the pharma side for us is primarily because of loss of revenue from our exports. Our domestic business continues to be very strong, both on the chemicals as well as the pharma side.
Okay, Mr. Chaturvedi, but that's a concern because it's a big enough business for you, can't be ignored. Is there any sign of normalization on the export side? And before this problem set in, what was your mix in the pharma business between domestic and exports?
So normally we would be about 32% in exports, and the balance would be domestic. Right now it's about 20% in exports and the balance is domestic.
Okay. If you could just tell us we spoke a little bit about the pharma business and the reason why that has, been under pressure. But the chemical business has been pretty strong. I mean, it's been a doubling of growth over there year on year. Just trying to understand what is the demand for key products like ethyl acetate. Also, you have expanded your capacity as well. What would all of this mean for the chemical business in the next, say, 1 year or so?
So our chemicals business continues to, show very strong performance, and you talked about ethyl acetate. We've enhanced the capacity of that, and that should give us about 8 to 10% further bump in terms of volumes. The pricing of ethyl acetate being a semi-commodity, semi-specialty product is really governed by the raw material prices. So the volatility that we see in acetic acid prices worldwide, that is what is being reflected in the ethyl acetate prices as well. And so if you really compare, acetic acid prices, they are up about 20% over the last couple of months, and we are able to successfully pass on that cost increase to our customers. So really our volumes are in the range of about 1 lakh tons a year, but it's really the pricing that is impacting the really solid performance shown by our chemicals business.
Okay. Mr. Chaturvedi, I have a question on ibuprofen, which is such a huge product for you. And we remember, I think it was a couple of months back, there was a big surge in prices. What have the trends been in the first quarter? What's the kind of volume offtake?
So our volume offtake is down about 15%. And the prices have certainly come down from the high levels that they were. This quarter, we are experiencing, a flattening and a bottoming out. I think the pricing has bottomed out. We don't expect that price to go any lower.
No.
In terms of volumes, we expect our volumes to be back up in Q3 and Q4. Q2, just like Q1, will continue to be somewhat muted. But we are, based on our interactions with customers, we are very confident about Q3 and Q4.
Okay, so this RoDTEP scheme has been announced, but for sectors like pharmaceutical, chemicals, they've been left out of the scheme. What would your reaction be to that?
I think it's a matter of time before the pharma segment and the chemical segment gets taken into the scheme as well. And we are expecting in the next couple of days, probably by the end of this week, there to be some kind of announcement. And we are fairly positive that the pharma sector will also be included in this scheme.
Okay, Mr. Chaturvedi, we leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining us and giving us your views. So that's IOL Chemicals, but we need to take a short break because we need to get our focus back on the markets. 40 points